Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on 3 e-liquid flavours which I received from www.namberjuice.com. Before I start though, I must point out I did receive them free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products remain true, honest and accurate as always. Okay, so I'm sure anybody who's been vaping for any sort of length of time and uses YouTube have probably stumbled across another e-cig reviewer called Grim Green and his lovely missus called The Vape Babe. Now they have basically sort of teamed up and now formed their own e-liquid company called namberjuice.com. So the 3 flavours that they sent out to me are Mistress, Glacier Banana, or possibly Glacier Banana, not too sure how they're pronouncing it, and Nostalgia. Now I can tell you that these are 18 milligram strength, but I'm not too sure whether they're PG or VG, whether they're sort of manufactured in the USA, etc, etc. So if you do need that information, then please go along to the website and hopefully they'll have it on there for you. Okay, so I'm going to start off then with the Mistress, which is, like I said, these are all 18 milligram strength. I'm just using it in a 3 ohm bow cartomizer on my little mini Provari, which is currently set at 4 volts. So this is the first one, which is the Mistress. Just put it up there, that's it. As you can see, like vapour-wise, you know, you're getting a really nice amount of vapour. But you do have to bear in mind that the amount of vapour you're going to get will be very dependent on your own sort of personal setup. For example, what sort of atomizer or cartomizer you use, what sort of resistance they are, what sort of voltage you're vaping at, etc, etc. But nevertheless, with the setup I've got here, getting a really nice amount of vapour. Flavour wise, I think the main sort of predominant flavour is definitely, for me personally anyway, is a very nice sort of peppermint. It's not overly strong, but it's not overly weak either, sort of right there, sort of spot on. And it's just a very nice peppermint flavour, but it's definitely also got sort of like a little bit of sort of chocolate thrown in there, but it's like 90% peppermint and sort of 10% chocolate, and the two combined just make for a very nice sort of pleasant sort of minty vape really. Throat heat wise, getting a nice kick in the back of my throat. Now these e-liquids are 18 milligram strength, and I personally find that the higher the nicotine content of the e-liquid, like the stronger or the harsher the throat hit. And 18 isn't sort of particularly high or particularly low, right there in the middle, but I'm still getting a very nice sort of strong kick in the back of the throat. So the only real way I can sort of describe it is peppermint with a slight sort of hint of chocolate, and it's just a very nice pleasant vape really. So I'll go on to the next one then, which is the Glacier or possibly Glacier Banana, and I've got a obviously a fresh cartomizer for each flavour. Just screw that in there. Now I like my menthol sort of e-liquids, obviously you know Glacier is going to be like a menthol flavour, but I like bananas as in the fruit, to eat the fruit, but I've never been overly keen on like banana flavoured sweets or sort of banana flavoured vapes. But this one is actually quite a nice combination with the menthol. Menthol wise, it's not quite strong enough for me personally. I do like to have my menthols like normally sort of proper in your face. I like them really to be very nice and strong. But it's definitely a menthol rather than a mint, and there is sort of quite a big difference there. The flavour of the banana is actually a very nice banana flavour, and it's a very sort of authentic banana flavour. It doesn't taste sort of artificial at all, which can be the case sometimes with like things like banana flavoured e-liquids. But for me personally, it's just coming across as being very sort of quite like a realistic sort of banana flavour, and it'd probably be quite a nice vape just on its own actually. And the two combined, you know, do make for a surprisingly nice vape. I didn't think they would be, but it certainly is. And like throw hit, vapor, etc., etc. You know, all pretty much exactly the same as the misses. Not my misses, obviously that one there. And but like I say, no, it's just a very nice sort of flavour, and it is menthol mixed in with some banana. Really, not again, not a great deal else I can really tell you about it. You know, I'm pretty rubbish when it comes to sort of describing flavours, really. Okay, and the last one is nostalgia, and this is the one I was sort of looking forward to the most, because the website description said that it tastes, or it's going to taste like the cigarette, the fake sort of cigarette sweets you used to be able to get when you was a kid. I used to really like those. Let's have a vape. Now, things may be very different over in America, and their sort of fake cigarette sweets may taste exactly like this, but in the UK, it tastes absolutely nothing like them whatsoever. It's like almost like the complete opposite, really. The way that I would describe this flavour is, for me, it tastes exactly the same as the mouthwash that you get when you go to visit the dentist. And believe it or not, I do go and visit a dentist every now and again. It's not a very good one, but I do go and visit him. And for me, it tastes pretty much exactly like the mouthwash that you'd get there. Nothing like the fake sort of cigarette sweets that you can get over in this country anyway. The other thing it also really reminds me of is there's a chewing gum called Dentine. That first come out like, I don't know, I think it was like in the 80s, and for some reason in the UK it was a really big deal that this chewing gum was coming out. And the original version of it, that's pretty much again exactly what this tastes like, the like original Dentine chewing gum. And it's like, I suppose the best way I could sort of describe it, if I was going to try and narrow down flavours, would be a mixture of mint, menthol and aniseed, and basically you sort of get all three of those in sort of equal measures, throw them into a pot, and it is pretty much the flavour that I'm getting. Now, it's not to say, I don't give the wrong impression that it's a not a very nice flavour, because it is, you know, it's quite a nice flavour. If you like sort of minty menthol, if you like aniseed, I'm sure you'd absolutely love it. But I'm going to say it tastes like the fake cigarette sweets, for me anyway, especially compared to the ones that we get over here in the UK. It tastes absolutely nothing like those whatsoever. So, you know, in summary, like, all three are very nice flavours. My favourite one is probably in the order that I actually reviewed them there. My favourite one is definitely the Mistress. It's just a very nice sort of pleasant vape which you could sort of quite easily vape on all day. The Glacier Banana, again, is another very nice vape. And again, it's another one that I'd imagine most people would be quite happy to vape on that all day. Nostalgia one is it's a nice flavour. Doesn't taste anything like what I was expecting it to. Definitely not one that I could sort of vape on all day, but like if you do like your sort of minty menthols and you do like aniseed, I'm sure you'd probably really enjoy it. Anyway, you know, if you fancy trying any of these out for yourself, go along to www.namberjuice.com. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.